Fellow Caprivians, ladies and gentlemen, sons and daughters of the soil, I greet you all in the name of peace, democracy, and freedom. On behalf of our committee, allow me to take this opportunity to introduce our mighty committee, the Caprivi Consultative Committee and its marvelous website to the entire peace-loving Caprivians, both at home and abroad. As a matter of fact, the committee was founded and established to address the real factual problems that are affecting and keeping the Caprivians away from each other. The Caprivi Committee is trying to find a united front for all, so that together we can be able to eliminate all the stumbling blocks that have littered and eroded unity, peace, and tranquility that existed since from time immemorial. And above all, to provide information about our vision for the future of our motherland, and more significantly, this unity among the people of the Caprivi Strip. We have to accept the fact that our former colonial masters, particularly the South African minority regime, played an enormous role by employing the strategy of divide and rule, which is taking toll on us today. Fundamentally speaking, this is not a simple excuse, but a reality of the prevailing situation. To make the matter worse, after independence, the so-called Democratic Republic of Namibia, led by SWAPO regime, which we thought will come to our rescue as toiling masses. Unfortunately, it came to widen and deepen the tribal conflict in the Caprivi Strip. In essence, we are deeply concerned not only about the political situation in the Caprivi, but domestic issues too is a real concern. Ladies and gentlemen, sons and daughters of the soil, nevertheless, we truly think the problem has a solution which requires unity of purpose to achieve our ultimate goals. As a committee, we understand that a political dilemma exists. Therefore, a constructive way forward should be identified. Without doubts in our minds, consultation remains the foundation and the only powerful tool to use in bringing our people together. The committee has tasked itself to approach and consult all different groups of people in the Caprivi Strip and get to the far bottom of the situation, and our approach is very much pragmatic, and we really mean to walk the talk, as we've already started portraying or laying the groundwork. Members of this committee are committed and passionate to fix our differences and call for unity in the region without any influence from external forces. However, this in our minds can only be possible with the participation and the cooperation of all Caprivians, young and old. We stand firm on our grounds that we have an opportunity opened for us as the Caprivians to take an advantage to remedy what is required to be done. Indeed, we are well and truly yearning for inclusion, unity, and participation of all people, irrespective of our political affiliations. Ladies and gentlemen, the issue of unity and consultation is important to us. because we've wasted the time banging on the wall hoping to crack it and transform it into a door, but could not make it. However, we discovered the value of life, of not wasting time, which is of essence to us all. One most important issue, which is paramount to our understanding, is that it is hard being left behind in life. Hard to be the one who stays behind. Hard to be the one who has to wait, and more cumbersomely, hard to be the one who is always be the last to hear or be told about the breaking news. We should all be saddened about time, because it's unfortunate that the clock is ticking, the hours are going by, months follow, years closing, the past increases, the future recedes, possibilities decreasing, and regrets are mounting, making us all victims of our own inaction. Ladies and gentlemen, sons and daughters of the soul, the committee has reached the point of no return, because we ironically believe that to relax our efforts now would be a fatal mistake which generations to come will not be able to forgive us. Fellow Caprivians, ladies and gentlemen, the committee wishes to call upon all the Caprivians to stand firm on their ground and seriously try and find ways and means on how we can amicably iron up our differences and positively speak one voice as we march towards retaining our beautiful country from the brutal and notorious regime of SWAPO's 21st century black colonization. It is wise and paramount to mention why we came up with this brilliant idea of forming this committee. In all fairness, it should be emphasized that this was not our original aim, but much as you all know, it is due to political upheavals. We were therefore left with no option rather than going back to the drawing board. As groundbreakers, we sat down and brainstormed the issue, and we finally said, forward ever, backward never. It's quite imperative and reasonable to state here categorically clear that we are an independent committee striving more earnestly to unite all the people of Caprivi Strip and nurture that unity into a common nationhood that will remain unshakable. As people, we vision the people of the Caprivi as broken society by division, disunity, and lack of cooperation. As a result, we are unable to organize ourselves as a solid people or united family despite living in our beautiful country, the Caprivi Strip. All we want is unity, diversity of ideas from all Caprivians, and the spirit of our political heroes to be cherished and passed to our young generation. I have to remind you that our struggle has reached a decisive movement where every person's contribution is vital, and I now call upon all Caprivians, wherever they are, to seize this moment and come together in order to view our history and journey as people living in the same country. Fellow Caprivians, comrades and friends, the sight of freedom looming on the horizon should encourage us all to redouble our efforts. It is through teamwork, unity of purpose, and engaging everybody on board, starting from Impalila to Bagani, to make a meaningful and a more constructive contribution to our peaceful struggle. Together, we can considerably make our dreams a reality. Last but not least, today on the 10th January 2018, I wish to announce and declare the official launching of our mighty committee, the Caprivi Consultative Committee, and its well-designed website. I am very much looking forward to communicating with you and draw our attention to each other on matters that concern all Caprivian society. I manifestly welcome inquisitive and keen minds who aim to conduct cutting-edge contributions to the creation of a sea of knowledge as we fulfill the joy of all Caprivians. I also encourage you to contact us directly for any inquiry you may have. I wish you all a healthy, fruitful, and a prosperous New Year 2018. Thank you so much and stay blessed.